Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Brandy Cooks. Today I'm going to be making an easy carnation fudge. Now this is just a day in the life of Brandy. You're going to hear the washer and dryer in the background. You'll probably hear the robot vacuum. That's just how I roll. So today's recipe calls for 1.5 cup sugar, 2/3 cup carnation evaporated milk, 2 tablespoons margarine. I'm using butter because, I mean, come on. See what do we got here. We got salt, 2 cups of mini marshmallows, but I didn't have mini marshmallows, so I just cut the big ones out. We got how much? 1.5 cups chocolate, and then you can add pecans or walnuts if you want. We don't want. And then we're going to use a teaspoon of vanilla. Please use real vanilla. Don't use the imitation, because the little bit of money difference is 100% worth the extra cost. Like I said a few minutes ago, I have never made this fudge before. Oh, it says to line a baking pan with foil. Do we want to do foil or do we want to do parchment paper? I don't know. I'm going to have to get back to you on that. Okay, I decided parchment paper. Love me, hate me, that's what I'm doing. Then it says combine the sugar, evaporated milk. Should I have melted the butter? It doesn't say to melt the butter. Almost feels like I should have, though. Butter. Ooh, and salt. Now, I did put a little less salt because I'm using salted butter. Over a medium heat, so I'm going to go about 5. Bring it to a roaring boil. Bring to a full rolling boil over medium heat, stirring consistently. Once it becomes to the roaring boil, is it roaring or rolling? Because I've read both. This one actually said both. I'm going to say rolling because that sounds better. Once it becomes a rolling boil, let it boil for 4 to 5 minutes, then remove it from the heat. And when it gets there, I will actually set a timer because I'm the worst at gauging time. It says use a heavy gauge pan. I'm just the average person. I don't know what that means. Heavy gauge to me would be a cast iron. I have this, which doesn't feel very heavy to me. I don't know if this is going to turn out. Does it even make a difference? Someone in the comments let me know. Is that meant to be there? Probably. Oh, that sounds good. Well, it must be getting pretty warm because I can start to smell it now. A little bit of heat. Wow, they should warn you with this recipe that it takes forever. Ooh, a nice buttery smell is starting to come out. Oh. This almost smells like it would be good caramelized over popcorn. Obviously, I'm not a cook or a chef. I don't know if that's possible, but that's what I'm getting from it, the smell. So legit, I don't know how long this has been going, but it feels like forever to me. Oh my god, 11 minutes so far. So minus the probably 2 minutes to begin with putting stuff in. So we're talking 9 minutes we're waiting for it to boil. But I was reading some of the reviews and everything said do not bring it to a boil too fast, otherwise your stuff will be grainy and it won't set up. So I'm trying to be patient. When I say stir consistently, does it mean literally the whole time? Because consistent to me means the whole time. Oh, that's the pan. Oh, the pan's heating up really nice. Ooh, no, that's a little bit too hot. Ooh, I'm not getting. Oh, some bubbles are coming. Got a few little bubbles. Okay, so it went 4 minutes, but I don't know what to look for. Like, it looks exact same to me as it did in the beginning, so I'm going to go ahead and go that 5th minute. Like, nothing told me what to look for. Is it supposed to change colors? Is it supposed to get thick? It might be a little bit thicker. But I figure if I said 4 to 5, that 5th minute's not going to hurt anything. And if it does, oh well, this will just go in my stash. Okay, timer off. Okay, so from here it says to mix in the chocolate, the marshmallow, and the vanilla, but I am going to wait a minute for the vanilla. Ruh-roh. Hey Molly, no one wants to hear you barking right now, bud. Oh, that's melting quite nicely. Okay, let's get the vanilla in there. And I used to belong to a school of if it's a little's good, more is better. But I've learned if you use a good vanilla to begin with, you don't need that little bit of extra. It said if it gets too thick, you can put it back on the burner to give it some warmth, but I don't think I'm having that problem. And I'm also kind of wondering, do I want to leave a little bit of chunk of marshmallow in there, or do I want it all to melt? Okay, now it's starting to get thick. I don't know if you guys can tell. I mean, it's not thick, but it's starting to get a little thick. I think I'm going to leave that little bit of marshmallow, chunk of marshmallow. What do you guys think? Meh. I guess it's almost all gone now. We'll just mix her in. All right, so after that, I think I just put it in the pan in the fridge for a couple hours to solidify. Pour it in your pan, refrigerate for 2 hours until firm. Okay, like I said, I went with parchment paper because who wants aluminum foil? Oh, that's a really nice consistency. It's like a really thick pudding right now. Wow. Thank you guys for joining me on my first time making this sort of fudge. I've done like the lazy fudge, but I've never done like this kind of fudge. And I'm going to cut it to tiny pieces, so we'll see how it turns out. See you guys in a couple of hours. Oh my goodness gracious. I just pulled this out of the refrigerator. It's been in there for a little longer than it was supposed to, but will it really? All right, so my camera died somewhere along the lines, but what I was saying was it cut so smooth and so nice. And I'm making these just for finger snacks, so I'm going to cut them little. So let's see how this tastes. Oh. I would make that recipe again. So sweet. Wow, but such a good flavor. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'll try to post the recipe that I used. I would, on a scale of easiness, I'd give it an 8. On a scale of fudge, I'd give it an 8. Wow, smoothness is a 10. I'd say this was definitely a 9 fudge. Thank you for joining me.